All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. Chad, thank you so much for the gem gun. Thank you so much. True Blue, thank you for the hand art. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello?
Are you voting Trump?
You motherfucking right.
Why so?
You motherfucking right. What's up?
What's up? Why are you voting
What's
for him?
up?
Memes, thank you for the hand art.
I'm voting for Trump, not that little motherfucking pedo Biden rubbing little kids and sniffing their hair and shit. You like that shit though, because you like cum in your mouth. You like that shit because you like sucking dick.
Okay, Jason's really mad today, everyone. Seems like he's steaming hot today. I don't know who hurt him. I just letting you know, Biden's not running. I know you guys said Biden has dementia, but it seems like you're forgetting that. Bella, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. Uniting America, thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much. Bridget, thank you for the subscription. But you're going to vote for the guy that walks into changing rooms of naked teenage girls. You're going to vote for the guy that said he would date his own daughter if it wasn't his daughter. You're going to vote for the guy that says he has sex in common with his daughter. You're going to vote for the guy that said yeah to Howard Stern calling his daughter a piece of ass. You're going to vote for the guy, right, that said you dated a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. That's the guy you're going to vote for. Even though Kamala Harris hasn't done any of those things yet, you're not going to vote for her. Courtney, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Now, Jason, you can unmute your mic, but let's see if you can do that. Thank you for the cap. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much,
Stop
Alana.
10 dicks. I ain't doing shit.
Are you mad, Jason? Are you okay?
I ain't mad at all.
Jason,
Look at you.
I can clearly hear that you're
come out
mad.
of your mouth if you was ever in my face. You pussy. You're stone
J-
cold cat in the
Jason,
freezer
okay.
pussy.
Lauren, thank you for the
Sit here
subscription.
behind the camera playing games. I'd smack the dead shit out of you if I ever seen you. You're
Jason,
pussy.
Jason, I love you too.
What
man.
happened? What happened? Did Biden sniff your hair, baby?
Appreciate the cozy. Thank you so
like?
much. Did Trump
Is that
say to
what
your
you like?
10-year?
Biden sniffing your hair?
Did you like the fact that Trump said to your 10-year-old daughter that he'd be dating her in 10 years? Thank you for that mustache. Thank you so much. Did you like that Trump walk into the changing room of your naked teenage daughter? Because he quote unquote owns the place. What about that? Did you like that? Jason, is that something that you prefer? Is that why you're supporting him? Is that the reason, Jason?
You like cum in your mouth.
Are you
You like
really?
cum in
You're
your
just
mouth.
gonna?
You
You're
like
just
cum
gonna
in your mouth.
appreciate the confetti.
You
Thank
like
so
cum
much.
in your mouth. You like cum in your mouth.
Are you done?
You shit smack down your leg. Shut up. Shut up. You a little boy. You a little kid.
In
You probably
2024,
got your-
in 2024, appreciate this thing. Thank you so much. The best thing he can make fun of is saying that I would be like gay. That's like the best argument you can give. So he just got kicked for community guidelines. But let's go on to the next person. I don't know why he was so mad. Does anyone know why he was so mad? I don't. Let's get this next person up here. If you're mad, get type in the comment section right now. We'll bring you up. Sindel, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
How you doing, man?
You voting Trump?
Yes, I am, sir.
And why is that?
What I would say is I like less costs, prices for groceries. I like better foreign policy. And the thing is, I like having a president I can trust because at least with Biden, it seemed as though, at least when he was elected, that, Kamala would eventually go into office. But, of course, it didn't turn out the way I thought. But at least, with Trump, I'll give you the COVID and the pandemic stuff, but at least, things were, better. You know what I mean? Foreign policy.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you don't trust Kamala Harris, and you do trust Trump, even though he's lied about the election. He lied about having sex with Stormy Daniels. He lied about sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll. He lied about his falsifying his business records. He lied about his fraud.
Sir, I'm letting you talk, but may I ask a question as well?
Yeah, go for it.
It's been testified by poll workers that have actually worked in Philadelphia and Arizona that there was fraud by Rudy Giuliani. I'm not saying he's the perfect person.
Melissa, thank you
I'm
for
not
10
saying
dollars.
I'm not saying like obviously he's a piece of shit with women, but you know what I mean. It's
Bill,
been testified in court
what was the
that it's
name of the
happening
person
with
who
paper
testified and said
ballots.
that?
With paper ballots
Hey,
too.
Bill, can you tell me the
Yes,
name
sir.
of? Can you tell me the name of the person who did that and didn't recant?
I'm sorry. The person.
Can you give me one name of someone who did that and didn't recant? Can you give me one name?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you their first and last name. I'm sure it's it wasn't reported
because
because
Giuliani pled guilty. Not only did he do that, but it's also the case that Donald Trump, he's been convicted of these crimes that I'm relating to. Appreciate this one. Thank you so much. And the court cases, like all the courts are against him. The court cases, as it relates to the election, there were 60 plus court cases that indicated no sufficient evidence to overturn the election. Did you know that 34 of those cases? Did you know that 34
literally ran on the platform?
Did you know that 34 of those cases?
Trump.
Did you know that
she ran on the whole
Bill, can I respond to these things? Can I respond to these things, Bill?
Yes, sir.
So 34 of those cases were Republicans, right? Republican appointed, and they still didn't indicate sufficient evidence to overturn the election. 17 of which had appointed judges specifically by Trump, yet he still, right, didn't win those cases. What'd you just say? So I can respond.
No, sir. I'm not disputing it. I'm just saying people testified that there were dumps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd love to hear one person.
I'm not saying you're right, of course. I'm not looking to overturn any, saying like Biden didn't win. Personally, I don't think he got more votes than Obama. Personally,
so did Trump.
Such a popular candidate, you know what I mean? But
well, he's popular because people don't like Trump. So it's that many people that don't like Trump.
But when you look at the 140 million voters in the United States, and you look how many.
Thank you, Ashley, for the 19-month subscription. Let's get some W's for Ashley in the comment section. Thank you so much for the 19-month. That's crazy.
But you see like the amount of registered voters, and then you look at like Biden and Trump. The math doesn't add up. I'm not going to say that like Biden isn't the president, or you know what I'm saying. Like people are like, he's not my president, because people did the same thing with Trump. But at the same token, at least now, I don't see anything that's better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand Trump, like Giuliani. Trump's a piece of shit. Trump's a piece of shit with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. But the whole thing is, I don't really give a shit about his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, his personal life. I'm one of the people that say where a man lays his wood is his own business, right? And the thing is, he might be crazy. And you know what? Everybody might be, prudent to say that he's crazy. But when you look at these leaders and everything, and the wars that have started, and you look at our prices and everything, and people are like, oh, Biden had this thing after, 2020, but like people ignore that there was a pandemic, and I'm a nurse too, so I understand. But the whole thing is like, America is completely divided. And the thing is, even RFK is endorsing Trump, who, was Democrat. Like, I used to be a Democrat. My parents used to be Democrats. And the thing is, like, I'm voting for results at this point. Because at least with a lot of...
Can you tell me one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than it benefit rich people?
He actually passed the biggest middle class tax cut. He's also done human trafficking. Legislation.
He's done human trafficking. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Now, here my point. I'm asking you specifically. Wait, the point I'm asking you specifically is: did you know that tax cut, most of it went to people who are rich?
The thing is, man, if you really tax the fuck out of like the what you're saying, the rich, right? If you tax the hell out of the rich, what does
Mila,
that mean?
Thank you so much for the diamond gun. Thank you so much, Mila.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, of course. But,
you're good, don't worry.
No, but I mean, like, most of the business owners, and I don't mean to say corporations that people work for, but like, if you work for like a higher corporation and you work for even a mid-level or like a small business that makes a lot of money and everything, and then they say tax the rich. The problem is, you're gonna get on the, you're gonna get taxed. They're losing money and they're gonna get it back from you. You know,
So actually, did you know that we had higher effective tax rates on corporations in the past? Yet it is the case that we had lower prices.
I wouldn't say so. I mean,
Well, that's a
what are you
fact.
referring to?
Yeah. So I'm referring to the fact that basically, well, no, actually, you can look up corporate tax rate by year
I'm trying
United
to be nice.
States.
I'm trying to be nice to you too.
The lowest point in which we've had corporate taxes is right now. Under Obama's, it was 35%. Right prior, it was even higher. We're talking 40% and even higher. So
So,
look up
is
corporate tax
is
rates.
the corporate so the corporate businesses are making more money now?
Yeah, they actually are. They have record
So
profits.
what's the issue? If we're supposed to tax the rich, why are they making?
So we haven't done that. So you can look at corporate tax rate by year U.S. Okay, and you can see specifically that the corporate tax rate, historically speaking, has been significantly higher than it is now. Did you know that the corporate tax rate we can point to in between, for example, or here it is between here one second.
I'm sorry, I'm only laughing because people are like, "Where are you, a nurse?" Yeah, and then a third of my salary goes to illegal immigrants. You know, in New York City, getting $10,000, debit cards, and that bothers me.
You're making me cringe. I don't know why you cut me off just to say that.
I'm sorry.
So not only is
Go on.
that cringe that you just said that, but I think it's pretty clear that like you don't actually care about fucking like migrants getting any money. That's
I don't
state
think
policy.
that's.
That's
I
not
don't
federal
think that's
policy,
true. I
and that's
care for
also
them.
legal.
I care for them.
That's
for
also
my
legal
job.
migration. Sorry to break it to you. It's legal
No, no
migration.
problem.
So
No, I think
so
I think
actually,
it's
did you know? Did you
ridiculous.
know that in did you know that under Obama's administration, corporations that made 25,000 to 50,000 paid a lower tax than what they do right now under Trump? He changed it from being a progressive tax on corporations to being 21%. So they used to pay under the Obama administration 15% from 25,000 to 50,000. Now they pay 21%. So he actually increased the rate on people's income for corporations below $50,000.
But Trump
Okay?
wants to cut it to 18%.
He wants to cut it to 15%.
Oh, okay, 15%.
But the point I'm making is that when he was president, he actually increased it. I just want you to know
No,
for
I
income
understand.
under 50,000. You
No,
can find this from Tax Policy Center, which is a nonpartisan committee, by the way. Not only that, but it is the case that you can also point to this. We had higher tax rates. For example, from 15 million to 18 million, and actually we'll go with over 18 million. The tax rate, right, in the 40s was about 40 to 50%. In the 50s, it was 50%. In the 70s, it was high 40%. In the 80s, it was high 40%. Even under Reagan's presidency, it was high 40%, mid 40%.
the
Under
thing I
the
like. I'm
under
sorry,
the
please,
90s, it was actually mid 30s. And now Trump wants to take it to 15%. So historically speaking, we've had 2 to 3 times higher tax rates on over $18 million for corporations. But now for some reason we're going to have higher prices because of corporate taxes when we didn't all those years.
No, I'm not. I understand. Corporations run the country, of course. Like everybody. We're kind of like minions to the corporations in a sense. And I'm sorry people are saying like you won't be a nurse for long and everything, but the whole thing is, I'm not a prejudiced person. I would care for anybody on this planet. That's my job, and I think I do my job well. But that's why I mentioned the whole thing, with because a third of my salary, with how hard I work and everything, and the whole thing, at least in New York, is like everybody keeps saying, but the thing is, like illegal immigrants. I'm just talking about New York. I'm not talking about collectively, but like illegal immigrants, and at least in New York, most of them are like single men. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like if it was
Did you
it's
actually know there
not
was
if
a
it was
greater?
women or
Did you know that there was a greater level of people released in the country who are here undocumented under Trump's administration, according to the Cato Institute?
That's not true.
Yes, it is. The removal rate.
Nope.
The
Tom
removal
Homan
rate is
disputed
higher.
that. That's not true.
The removal rate is higher under the Biden-Harris administration.
Okay, then if anything, then right, then but the whole thing is, at least in New York, I'm not talking about other places. I'm trying to be not. I hope you think I'm nice, sir. I'm trying to be like have a respectful discourse with you. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is like, at least in New York, I make like 100.
I think you're not really giving me a good reason to vote for someone who's been held civilly liable for
No. I'm
sexually abusing a woman.
That's not what I'm talking about. Of course, you vote for who you want to. That's your own business. I'm not here to change your
dude.
mind.
I'm asking you, like why you're voting for someone who's held civilly liable for sexual abuse.
Well, are you talking about rape?
Yeah, that's
is that what you mean?
Forceful penetration against her will.
That actually wasn't proven by the court.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. You can look it up.
It was proven in a civil court. Yes, it was.
No, the girl I was dating said that, and then I looked it up. That's how I know it's not true.
So look up Trump libel essay. You can find it on AP News. You can find it on NBC. You can find it on CBS. You can find it on Fox News. You can find it everywhere.
I looked it up, and it was an article on NBC. So
look up Trump libel essay. I promise you'll find it. I'm looking at it right now. Literally, look up Trump libel essay.
That's why I said rape. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Was he a piece of shit with women?
No. Here, Bill, let me clarify to you, because you probably looked at the documentation and it didn't check grape. And I'll tell you why. Because grape, defined under New York state law at the time, had to have been a male member entering a female member against their will. So she wasn't sure whether or not it was his fingers, his male member, or both. So that's why it was considered sexual abuse, not grape under New York state law. Yeah, I still consider forceful penetration of a woman's vagina against her will grape.
Not rape.
So do you consider forceful penetration of a woman's vagina against her will grape?
Grape?
Yeah.
Well, rape. I'm sorry, you said it was fingers?
Yeah. Do you think forceful penetration of a woman's vagina against her will is grape?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You do? So that's what she described. So you can sit there and you can say, oh, under New York penal law, it wasn't that, but actually you define it as that under your own definition.
My whole
Elizabeth, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much.
I understand.
Natalia, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much for shots every time he says,
The whole thing is, I understand he's not the best person. We all understand that. Fingers aren't okay. You shouldn't penetrate at women. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But, my whole thing is, people didn't vote for Kamala. People really didn't vote for her. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, Obama, like once they kind of, I guess for, quote unquote, nominated Kamala, he called for like an open primary, and of course he recanted. But my point is, like, at least the people should have a vote. I don't think that she should just be like, put into the, nomination because she was the vice president, especially since she, polled so low and everything. But, and I understand people voted for the ticket. They're like, we voted for Biden, so we voted for her. I understand that. But, at the same token, it's like, at least in the Northeast, we're getting killed over here. Yeah, and so everyone keeps like trashing me in the comments. It's like, I've been very respectful to you.
I can send you something from PBS that says about 8 in 10 Democrats are satisfied with the prospect of Harris's nominee. That's an AP poll.
I'm sure they are.
8 in 10 Democrats are satisfied with the prospect of Harris's nominee.
I'll be honest with you, man. Like, even in 2020, he was like, before that debate where he was like saying, I wouldn't even say saying, when he looked incapable, I'll say. Like a lot of people, like, but he did a lot of he did a lot of the same things, in 2020. And the thing was, I would, it's not even that I'm a huge Trump guy, but at the same token, you know what I mean? I'm like, do better.
Mags, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much. I don't think that Donald Trump is going to do better because he's been held civilly liable for sexual abuse, defamation, fraud. He has 34 felonies. He tried to overthrow the government and tried to restrict women's access to abortion. He called for a complete and total shutdown of Muslim center in the country. This guy's a threat to women. This guy's a threat to this country. And it's not just said by me. It's said by people that were a part of his.
Abortion's not true.
What do you mean abortion's not true?
He left it to the states. He left it to the states, which it should be. Because you know why? It's not, I'm okay with it personally, but the thing is,
thank you so much. Okay, so
but yeah, it should be a vote amongst the people in the states that they live in. You know what I'm saying? It's not a constitutional right. I'm not saying I'm against it, of course, but
yeah. So people part of his administration said this. So let's look at the list of people who specifically were a part of Trump's administration and they were officials a part of it. I appreciate the rock star. Thank you so much. But now they've come out against him. So we can look at one. We got James Mattis. 2. We've got former Navy Secretary Richard Spencer. 3. We've got former National Security Advisor John Bolton. We have former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly. We've got former White House National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster. We've got former Homeland Security Advisor Tom Bossert. We have Cliff Sims, the former Special Assistant to the President and Director of the White House Message Strategy. Lynn, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We have former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucini. We have former White House.
Actually, a great nurse.
We have Jerry Kahn.
Comments.
We have Jerry Kahn, the former National Economic Council Director. We have Ty Cobb, the former White House counsel. We have Nikki Haley, the former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations. We have former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. We have former U.S. Special Representatives of Ukraine, Kurt Volker. We have former Attorney General Jeff Sessions. We have plenty of people, right? They don't like Trump. Okay? He quite literally is a threat to this country. They say he's unfit to serve. They say he's a threat to this country. Okay? So, yeah, that's who you're voting for. The guy who has multiple people a part of his administration that were a part of it that threatened the risk of them not being able to get any jobs in the future to be able to tell you that he was a threat to this country. Jamie, thank you for the $10 for, thank you so much. Travis, thank you so much for the $10.
No,
this guest has the right to work in healthcare or take the Hippocratic Oath.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to
has to right to work. Madeline, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Alana, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support, everyone. It really means a lot to me, Shatoya, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Danielle, thank you for the $25. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the baby bottle. Thank you so much. And Amber, thank you so much for the $10 for,
I understand.
That really is great,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Sorry, no, you're fine.
No, I don't mean to undermine people, but the thing is, a lot of us are struggling.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bill. Sorry to break it to you. You say a lot.
Right. I just say that, but
everyone in the chat is spamming it, and they're donating me, saying that you say it all the time. Thank you for the boxing up. Thank you so much. That's okay.
You know what? I'm glad you made the money.
Sure, King. Thank you for the subscription.
You're doing good work because you're encouraging political discourse, so that's fine. I just want people, to make their own decisions.
Margaret, thank you for the $50. Let's get some W's for Margaret. Thank you so much.
W Margaret, I'll say that. But, at least in the Northeast, the rent is out of control. My grocery bill is out of control and everything.
I'm sorry, Bill. I can't do it anymore. I can't. It was funny to a specific degree, but Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. This guy could not stop. Dude, he should be legally not allowed to say that phrase. Legally should not be allowed. Okay? Jesus. Little brother, thank you for the sunglasses. Thank you so much. That was unbelievable, chat. Jay, thank you for the Thank you. Yo, what's up, how old are you? Ethan, thank you for the sunglasses. Thank you so much, Ethan. Follow me here if you haven't already, everyone. Tap that screen. Let's try to get it up to 2 million likes, everyone. If you know, you gotta follow me, What's up, how old are you?
I'm old enough.
Are you voting Trump?
Yes, not Trump, but I'm voting Trump.
Trump, you're voting Trump?
No, you said Trump. I said Trump. Get it right, little boy. Come on, let's
Trump,
go.
please save us, Trump.
Let's debate.
Okay.
You
so
know
why
that. You know that.
Why are you voting
You know
Trump?
that James. You know that James Mattis actually is an actual treasonous American, right?
So is Donald Trump.
How? Well, you guys ignore. You guys
He tried to send fake electors to the Electoral College to cast Trump votes when he didn't win. He tried to get Mike Pence to not certify the election results.
You guys ignore the fact that you guys ignored the felonies that George Floyd had. I'm ignoring Trump's. So get lost.
George Floyd having a felony or having felonies does not mean it's okay to murder him. Now, I never said it was okay to murder Donald Trump. I think he should be put in prison for his crimes, but I would never say it's okay to unjustly murder him. Shea Bear, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. Now, you're going to sit there and you're going to use that as a mechanism to say that it was okay to kill George Floyd? Is that your argument?
No, but he was a murderer. And
Wait,
he wasn't.
I don't even know that to be true. Wait, can you give me any evidence that George Floyd was a murderer?
He was. He killed his pregnant girlfriend's baby. Like, get lost.
Can you give me a source?
All right, let me look it up. Hold on.
Or do I need to trust in God for this one?
By the way, I have 5 screens in front of me. So.
Okay, good for you. At least you'll be able to provide me the sources. 5 screens. Thank you very much. You understand having 5 screens doesn't make you more productive, right?
Yes, it does, sir.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does, because I work in IT for a living, and I do this, and I'm playing video games while I'm doing this. So, get lost.
I can do video games on 2 monitors while doing things. You can have 3 monitors and be just as productive as if you have 5. If not more productive, because you have to go across less screen.
Okay, Okay, should I say I have 2 monitors with... Yeah, you get lost.
You get lost, buddy.
You are a sad, pathetic little boy.
It says the one voting for someone held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a woman.
No,
trust in God, though. Trust in God. Don't sin. Even though I'm voting for the guy that cheated on every single one of his wives, the last one with the corn star. Please don't. Please don't. The guy who's lying about the election. Please pray for him. Pray for him, everyone. Pray for Trump.
The more I keep you talking to me, is the more time that
Amy, thank
I
you for the
take
subscription.
away from other people having to listen to your nonsense.
Hey, trust in God. Can you name me one commandment that Trump hasn't violated?
He's 1 for 10.
What? Tell me which one.
No, I'm not telling you. Look, you obviously know. I know too, but my knowledge is not free, my friend.
Which commandment?
My knowledge is not free.
Evie, thank you for the $1.
Free, my friend.
Hey, trust in
God.
My
knowledge is not free.
Which commandment?
My knowledge is not free.
Okay. Mine is. So, look at how much of a humanitarian
Why don't you look it up? Okay, name all 10.
How about you use one of your 5?
Name all 10.
I'm not a Christian, but I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so...
Without looking at a computer screen, close your eyes and tell me all 10.
I'm not going to be able to name all 10, but I'll close my eyes. I'll try to name as many as I can. I'll name as many as I can.
Okay, go ahead. 1 through 10.
Okay. Have no idols, put no one before God, right? No adultery, no lying, right? What's it called? Wait, let me think of another one.
See, these guys are jokers. They have certain points that they have to push out.
Hold up, give me a second. I'm trying to think of the 10 commandments. Give me 1 second.
Bullshit.
1 second. I'm thinking of your commandments.
They only have certain points.
Let me think of your commandments. Give me 1 second, everyone.
The DNC. This is proof. They don't know outside of their own rules for radicals states that you have to keep your.
So a non-Christian didn't know all of the 10 commandments. Crazy, by the way. Crazy. I did name more than you could, though. I think that's really funny. Casey, thank you for the $2. And Raymond, thank you so much for the $50. Thank you so much for not getting lost and for being productive without 5 monitors. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Raymond. Tommy, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Now, trust in God. Can you name me the 2 commandments given to you in the New Testament? Markeisha, thank you so much for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Markeisha. I really appreciate the $25. Trust in God. Can you click on your profile picture, then click the microphone, so that you don't have time to look it up? Appreciate the rock star.
Knowledge is not
What
free.
are the 2 commandments given to you in the New Testament?
Knowledge is not free.
That's not what Jesus would say.
Knowledge is not free.
Would Jesus tell you to do that?
He didn't preach knowledge. He preached the gospel.
Actually.
Okay?
Which is knowledge.
And you're not a Christian, so you are null and void.
What are the 2 commandments given to you in the New Testament?
You tell me.
I'll tell you if you tell me.
You're being fed knowledge.
Hey, trust in God. Can you name me the first 4 books of the New Testament?
You're being fed knowledge.
Can you tell me the first?
You do
Can you tell me the first 4 books of the New Testament?
Knowledge isn't free. Knowledge isn't free.
Madeline, think of the dollar. Can you name me the first 4 books of the New Testament? He's looking it up. Give him a second, everyone. Darrow, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much for the free knowledge.
You have to look up everything, dude, and you're being fed too.
Use one of your 5 monitors to look up the first 4 books of the New Testament. It's the gospel. You got this. Did you find it yet?
Nope, I'm not answering your questions because knowledge isn't free.
Well, that's not what Jesus said.
Well, I'm not quoting Jesus. I'm quoting that you're following and a fraud.
You're following, but you're not following his teachings?
No, I believe in God. First off, I believe there's a higher power, and you're not it.
How'd you know that?
Because I know that you are a pathetic shill that's paid by the DNC.
How do you know I'm paid by the DNC?
Because I know, brother, I'm in IT. I'm a fucking hacker, bro. Fucking idiot.
So can you give me the source?
I don't have to give you the source.
You said you're a hacker.
I am.
So how much money is in my bank account right now?
I don't have to look that up. I know that you're a shill. That's it. That's all I need to know.
How much money am I paid by the DNC per year?
I don't have to know. I don't have to know that. I just know that you're a shill.
What account puts it in my
why are you not?
Do they wire it to me? Do they Venmo me?
Why are you not denying it?
Because Taylor Swift hands me checks every week from the Illuminati. Nicole, thank you for the subscription.
You're not denying it, so
I get Taylor Swift money from the DNC, yes, and the Illuminati. So
okay,
I don't know how you would have hacked that information. Hey! I don't know how you would have hacked that information because she hands me the checks.
You have no
Matt, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much for the DNC Hacker Defense Fund.
You are a fake human being.
Yeah, I'm an AI. Actually, I'm not real.
No, I know you're real.
No, I'm not.
But okay, whatever.
Matthew, think of the $10 for hacked by trust in God to give me $10. Whoa!
I didn't give him $10.
You just did.
Okay. People can spoof anybody's account.
Yeah. By the way, Everett, if you want me to submit your resume to the Illuminati, let me know. Just DM me, everyone. Sky, thank you so much for the $20 for Swifties for Parker. Thank you so much. Christine, thank you for the $5 for being a fake, real human being. Thank you so much. Dubson, thank you so much for the laugh. Thank you so much. You know, we should try to get Taylor Swift on my live, everyone. A Swiftie live. Would y'all love that? A Swiftie promote vote for Kamala live? We should do that. You know, I should tell her next time she hands me a check. You know what I mean?
You're pathetic.
Matt, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Wait, are you just not as good as a Swifties?
No, you.
Shannon, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much for the baby bottle for him. What's up?
I said you're a pathetic human being.
How am I pathetic? Swifties assemblable.
Because you're very not real. You're very.
I'm not real. How am I not real?
You're inauthentic.
How am I inauthentic?
You are very. Look at how you're condescending. Like what?
I mean, you unironically believe that I'm paid by the DNC, and you said you hacked into defining that. So yeah, I'm gonna make fun of you. Cam, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. That's very mindful and very demure of me.
By checking your little white book.
Shree, thank you for the $5. Melanie, thank you for the $5.
Checking your little white book. I got your fucking.
Shree, thank you for the $5. Tessa, thank you for the $20. Thank you for the goose. Thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Tessa, thank you so much for the $20 of Soros cash. Thank you. Thank you for the blind. Thank you so much for the hand heart. So wait, when you hacked into me, what'd you see? Lisa, thank you for the $50 from the Illuminati. Thank you so much, Lisa, for the $50 from the Illuminati. Thank you so much. Sherry, thank you for the $13.13 from Taylor Swift and the Illuminati. Thank you so much, Sherry. Dude, the Illuminati really likes that I'm talking to you right now.
Right on. You got nothing to say.
CD, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, CD. Liz, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much, Rage. Wait, by the way, I actually just want to let you know. You know, under your own view, that lying is like immoral. It's a sin under your view. Oscar, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. But you're literally telling me that you hacked into finding information that shows that I'm paid by the DNC. I just want to let you know, you found nothing. So you just lied and you just sinned under your own worldview. Think of the confetti. Thank you so much.
I found nothing.
Carl, think of the $1. Yeah, I promise you found nothing.
Okay. You're obviously,
I'm not totally trolling you.
You're obviously scared.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So yeah, I promise you didn't find any evidence, and now you're lying, and you're going to be judged on Judgment Day, according to your own view.
Yep, you're right.
For lying.
But you don't.
I'm not trolling.
So
you actually just lied. Like I know for a fact that you just lied.
How?
Tree, thank you for the $1 because you have provided no source. I know that I'm not paid by the DNC. I'm literally me. Okay, I have no management company. I've worked with no businesses. Jenna, thank you for the subscription. The only money I've made is from people who like my content over Venmo and Cash App, and people who sub to my TikTok channel. That's it.
Okay. Then why have you been on Harry Sisson's
Emily, thank you for the
live?
$2 because I'm friends with Harry.
But he's paid by the DNC.
He's not paid by the DNC.
Okay,
and also people say he's paid by the DNC through Palette Media, Palette Management. I have no affiliation with either.
How does his account be created when he was 8 years old on Twitter? How? He's 8. It's illegal.
Wait, when I was younger, I made Facebook accounts and I made Instagram accounts.
Yeah, but that's illegal.
Okay. So obviously we lied about our age. When I was 8 years old and 12 years old, I lied about my age so that I could make a social media account.
Is that moral? Are you a moral human being?
Yvonne, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much from the lizard people.
Are you a moral human being?
Yes, absolutely.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Because you lie to the public every day.
I don't lie. You just lied to the public right now by saying I was paid by the DNC and that you hacked into that, hacker.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, so what were lies? Can you tell me a single lie?
You discern information to hate, to divide, to make
like Donald Trump
worse.
saying the people who were convicted of assaulting police officers should be pardoned. Matthew, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Trust in God is on your life, so he's paid by the DNC. Yes.
They were trying to take back this country because this country was being stolen.
What? What do you mean?
It was. It's already been stolen because the 2020 election was stolen.
Oh wait. So you think the 2020 election was stolen? Okay. Do you have any evidence of that?
I have plenty.
What's your evidence?
But again, knowledge is not free.
Trust in God. What's your evidence?
Knowledge is not free.
Okay. Well, it is under my book.
Then why don't you look it up? Why don't you look it up? We're not talking religion.
Candy, thank you for the 13-month subscription. Thank you so much.
You've only looked
I'll tell you what I've looked up. Trust in God. Be quiet. And I'll, if you don't want to give an argument, I will. Okay? So there were 60-plus court cases that indicated no sufficient evidence to overturn the election, 34 of which were Republican-appointed judges that indicated no sufficient evidence to overturn the election, 17 of which were appointed by Trump specifically.
They're all lapdogs, dude. They're all lapdogs. Every single one
of them.
So the
17 people that were appointed by Trump,
the
17 people that were appointed by Trump that oversaw court cases related to the election,
because
they were paid off?
Yeah, they were threatened.
By who?
By the movement, I don't know, by somebody, because you don't just turn your back on that many people don't turn their back on somebody because they just want to be out of the good graces of their own heart. Like, that doesn't happen.
Okay, so you never actually gave me any like actual response to what I just said.
No, I did.
So do you want to give me any response? So again, there were 17 appointed judges specifically by Trump that oversaw court cases related to the election. So either he appointed corrupt judges that stole the election from him, or he lost the election.
It was stolen from him.
Yo, Matthew, thank you so much for the $10 again. How was it stolen? Do you have any evidence?
I'm going to calm down. It's not worth getting heated over you. All right.
Oh, so do you admit that I got to you?
Only the fact that you lie to people on a daily basis.
So
Okay,
so you have no
it's
evidence.
SOTT.net article saying undeniable mathematical evidence that the election was stolen from Trump. And then there's a graph that shows how
Oh
it
my
was
God.
stolen from Trump. According to
What's the
CBS
title?
News, hold on. According to CBS News, President Trump does not plan to concede from the event to the event that the media declares Joe Biden the winner of the election and the elected 46th president of the United States. The Trump campaign and its top advisors called for multiple lawsuits on grounds that it was ongoing vote count would result in tallying illegally cast ballots.
So none showed sufficient evidence to overturn the election.
No, that's not what it said.
That is exactly what it says.
No, because the multiple lawsuits said that there was, and they saw that there's multiple lawsuits, and they didn't push that through. The judges said, F this, we don't like Trump.
Wait,
so
trust
we're
in God.
gonna
I have a
say
question. Do you think that Kamala Harris is a communist or a socialist? Matthew, thank you for the $10. Thank you so
Very
much.
much so.
Very much so. So then, can you ask me why you think that all of her policies are Trump's? Me watching Kamala change all of her policies to Trump's. So her policies are socialist, yet they're all of Trump's.
Yeah, because she's drowning, so she has to go for Trump's policies to make herself feel relevant and make herself feel like she's going to win, but she's going to get drowned by Trump. She's just going to.
So to clarify, right? Like the policies that she has are socialist, right?
She's changing her policies from socialist to
Okay. So they're not.
Democratic.
So her policies aren't socialist.
They were,
So not now.
because she's changing them to fit Trump's.
Thank you for the Panther pause. Thank you so much. Oh my God! Yo, Sir Dante, thank you so much for the $200 on Cash App. Can we get some
Wisconsin
W's for
voter
Sir Dante in the comment
2020
section right now?
89%
Thank you so much, Sir Dante,
is
for the
5.5
$200 on
standard
Cash
deviations from
App.
the historical
Thank you so much, Sir Dante, for the $200 on Cash App. Let's get some W's for them in the comment section right now. They said the DNC is angered and suck the DNC walls. Suck the DNC walls. Do you see what I did there?
No, I don't. To 2020 turnout of 89.3 is 5.5 standard deviation from the historical average.
You got flagged for civic and election integrity. That's tough. That's tough. Do you have mods, Parker? I do. But it's hard for them to deal with the chat. There's too many people in the chat for them. We only have 30 people, and not everyone is here always. So